Welcome back to another In the Kitchen video. Today's In the Kitchen recipe is super simple. One of the easiest I've probably ever done. It was requested to show how I make my soup beans. And yes, I'm going to share it with you. It's super simple. If you watch the grocery haul, I mentioned that I like to make my beans like my nanny does, which is she adds bacon. You can add whatever you want to. You can leave the meat out if you want to. I know this is not a healthy recipe. I know this is not low sodium. I know. They come out amazing. This is a super filling meal. I add potatoes, cooked cabbage, and cornbread also with this meal. And you can have whatever sides you want as well. But that's typically what I fix with this meal. I think these beans are delicious with cabbage. So let's get started with the recipe part. Of course, you're going to need bacon, and I use 2 cans of pinto beans. Also, if you want to make this recipe a bit healthier, you can always use dry beans. The dry beans and adding water in the crock pot will be the same as using the canned beans. I just prefer to use the canned beans. So yes, I use 2 cans of pinto beans, and I'm going to use at least... what I'm going to do is cut the bacon in half. I always do this, and I use at least 10 half pieces. And that's all you need for the recipe. Some salt and some pepper. Well, I don't know how well you can tell, but I already cut the bacon in half. I opened my cans of beans, and another step that I did was spray the inside of my crock pot with non-stick cooking spray. I went ahead and set my crock pot on high, and now I'm going to start dumping the beans in here. Can number 2. I'm going to add a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. I also take and add less than a half of this can of some water into the beans as well. It's gonna make more soup. I do it to both cans. Now we start adding our bacon. This step can also be optional. I'm using about 10 slices of bacon, which is less than half of that package. It just gives it a more meaty, heartier taste, and it adds a lot more flavor to the beans. You just mix all that together. And once again, I have the crock pot on high. And it's going to take these beans really no time to cook. But because I add the bacon, I like to cook them anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. And honestly, sometimes longer, depending. Like, if we go somewhere, leave the house, crockpot's on or whatever, I have let them cook on high for more than 5 hours before. The beans are just so tasty. The bacon's obviously completely cooked. And these are amazing. So, just leave them in the crock pot. Let them go. Come back later. Here we are, 5 hours later. The beans are completely done. The whole house smells amazing because these are delicious. Like I said earlier, I'm serving with cabbage, potatoes, and cornbread. Serve them any way you like. These are so delicious. This is such a filling, hearty meal. And as they say around here, a stick to your ribs kind of meal. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoyed this quick, easy, simple meal. Hopefully you'll try it out for yourself. Let me know in the comments below if you do. And also, stay tuned for more In the Kitchen videos. Thank you all for watching. And don't forget to check that description box for additional In the Kitchen recipes.